to his current post as head of the company. He has spent the past year refocusing the international company on its core business, engineering and construction. Mr. Tintzman is a registered professional engineer and has been honored by our own College of Engineering for outstanding engineering achievement. Mr. Robert Tintzman.
Thank you. Good afternoon to everyone. It's an honor for me to be here today again, speaking to the graduating class of 1996. A short 28 years ago, I sat where you are, anxiously waiting for my diploma. And in 1968, as today, the audience was filled not only with students, but with parents and friends who had supported them all the way. In the business world, we call people who invest money in untested enterprises venture capitalists. In education, we call them parents. And we warmly thank you for all your emotional, your moral, and yes, financial support that you provided. To be honest, I have no recollection of what was said at my commencement. In fact, all I remember is the back of the heads of the people in front of me. I'm sure what my commencement speaker said was very valuable, and it probably meant more to the speaker because he had lived what he was talking about. But after 4 years of studying, all I wanted to do was go celebrate and go out into corporate America. The last thing I wanted to listen to was a commencement speech, so I'll make my comments relatively short. During my career, long before I became a CEO, I learned the importance of laying a strong foundation. I found this is true whether or not you're building a hydroelectric plant in Brazil, a $2 million port facility in Colombia, or joining the American workforce. In any career, it is important that you have a solid foundation. Through your work here at the university, you have gained that most important step, the educational foundation. Over the last 4 or 5 years, well, maybe in some cases a few more years, you've toiled hard and you've built a base from which to start your career. You are very fortunate because you attended an excellent school, which provided you, as it did me, with a balanced education. An education technically in your field, socially, and practically. It has given all the tools you need to succeed in life. But your planned career and life are not always what you might expect. There are numerous events that will affect your career and your path throughout life. I'd like to offer a few principles which may be obvious, but could be beneficial as you start your career. First, it may be simple, but one of the most important things is to listen carefully, not just to those you respect, but to everyone. What they have to say may be significant, and even if it isn't, you'll probably learn something from it. Let me give you an example that was referenced earlier in my introduction that later affected my life. The comment came from Professor Broughton. He was then the head of the geology department here at Platteville in 1964 when I met him. He came to our high school, what was known then as higher school days, and talked to the students. He interviewed me and asked me what I enjoyed. I said, math and science. He said, well, after talking with me a while, he said, I think you ought to be a mining engineer. Well, that sounded pretty impressive to a farmer, so that's what I did, and it changed my life. And in the years since, while climbing the corporate ladder, I concentrated on listening, and I gained a great deal of knowledge from this simple act. And believe me, some of the most valuable advice came from production hands and fellow workers. Second, there is no substitute for diligence, hard work, and persistence. Forget politicking. That always happens. Your performance will always, in the end, be what makes the difference. On more than one occasion in my career at MK, we were told we didn't have a chance to get the job. Well, that just made us more aggressive, and we moved forward with greater diligence. Can't should not be in the dictionary. It isn't in mine. Third, be a leader. Remember the saying, go where there is no path and leave a trail. Just 1 month ago, I met the CEO of ASAP, a software distributing company in Illinois. Early in his career, he was influenced by Peter Drucker. What Mr. Drucker said was, select a path that is not a mainstream idea, but instead one that will be a tidal wave in the future. One example Drucker mentioned was computer software, since at the time, everyone was focused on hardware. He did that 11 years ago, starting in his garage. Today, it is a $200 million company, and it was recently sold, making my new acquaintance a very wealthy man. Fourth, always be proud of your accomplishments, no matter how large or how small. Do not look to others for accolades, but look to yourself. Whether your career is education, art, or engineering, every career offers opportunities for accomplishments. Take advantage of them. Do what is important to you, and be proud of each and every one of them. Remember, success is being satisfied with who you are and making the most out of yourself. And lastly, the world has changed, including corporate America, public service, and government. No longer is there a safe harbor, a job where challenge may be moderate and security is great. As Tom Peters says, every once in a while, workers need a hard bop on the head to wake them up to the harsh realities of the workplace. Today, you are the company. It is your career, not the boss's or the company's. The most valuable thing a business can give you today is no longer employment, but employability. Your security is in yourself. If you take charge of your career, you can make a difference. Remember, look for opportunities, not for guarantees. At the start of this address, I talked about building a foundation. The education you received here at Platteville was only a part of that foundation. Hopefully, you are about to enter the second stage of your first job. The work ethic you apply and the on-the-job training you will receive will be new and important building blocks at the start of your career. Work hard and learn something new every day. The knowledge you gain will be one of the most important ingredients to your success. In conclusion, there is probably nothing more important than to enjoy your career. You should be excited, enthusiastic every step of the way. If you aren't, change it. You are the one that will make a difference in your life. My very best wishes to each and every one of you, and congratulations on reaching this very important milestone in your life.
Thank you, Mr. Tintzman. Each year, our faculty and Alumni Association recognize alumni who have brought honor to this university. Since our alumni include winners of the Nobel and Pulitzer Prizes, members of the U.S. Congress, and presidents of major corporations, the choices are never easy. We are honoring 5 of our alumni today in recognition of the achievements and contributions made by all of the men and women who have received an education at this university. Biographies of the honorees are in your commencement program. I will introduce them to you and ask that they stand. Please hold your applause until all have been introduced. Mr. Robert A. Tinsman has just delivered the commencement address. Dr. Robert L. Campbell completed a bachelor's degree in agricultural education in 1953. He taught at UW-P for 25 years. Dr. Keith Faraday completed a bachelor's degree of science in civil engineering in 1954. He was a UW-P faculty member for 22 years. Mr. Robert O. Hofland is president and chief executive officer of the company he established. He studied chemistry, physics, and mathematics and completed a Bachelor of Science degree in 1961. Mr. Glenn Keppy is the immediate past president of the National Pork Producers Council. He completed a bachelor's degree of science in technical agriculture in 1970. Our congratulations and appreciation to each of you for the accomplishments which have brought honors to you and to your alma mater. Mr. Dennis Pratt, President of the UW-Platteville Alumni Association, will now announce the awards of the Alumni Life Membership. Mr. Pratt.
Thank you, Vice Chancellor Curtis. Graduates, on behalf of the UW-Platteville Alumni Association, it is indeed my pleasure to congratulate you and your families on your graduation today. As part of that congratulations, I have been instructed by the Alumni Association Board of Directors to award each graduate a complimentary one-year membership in the UW-Platteville Alumni Association. It is our hope that 1 year from now, you will decide to renew your membership in the Alumni Association as evidence of your support of your university. The Alumni Association traditionally recognizes several graduates for outstanding academic, campus, personal, and professional achievement by awarding them honorary lifetime membership in the association. This spring, we have selected 5 individuals as recipients. As I introduce them alphabetically, I would ask that you hold your applause until they have all been introduced. I ask the recipients to please stand and remain standing as they are introduced. Danielle Azetsky from Conrath, Wisconsin, with a major in math. Janet Cleve from Cresco, Iowa, with a major in animal science. Deborah Mindham from Platteville, Wisconsin, with a master's degree in education. John D. Nelson, Oconomowoc, Wisconsin, with a degree in civil engineering. And Brian Welty from Monroe, Wisconsin, with a degree in business administration. Congratulations to each of you, and we look forward to working with you in the future.
We're extremely proud of all of our graduates and will shortly recognize each of them. However, I would like to give special recognition to a group who have distinguished themselves throughout their academic careers. The undergraduate students graduating with academic honors are designated with asterisks in the commencement program and are wearing gold honor stoles. Will those individuals who have achieved highest honors and are graduating summa cum laude please rise and remain standing? These students have earned cumulative grade point averages from 3.75 to a perfect 4.0. Will those students who have achieved highest honor and are graduating magna cum laude please rise and remain standing? These students have earned cumulative grade point averages from 3.5 to 3.74. Please join me in recognizing the accomplishments of this very special group. Now will all candidates for the bachelor's and master's degrees please stand? That's everyone. Mr. Chancellor, as Provost, I certify that the candidates standing before you have completed the curricula prescribed by the university faculty for the degrees of Master of Science in Education, Agricultural Industries, or Industrial Technology Management, or the degrees of Bachelor of Arts or Bachelor of Science, and are entitled to receive their degrees from the University of Wisconsin-Platteville. I therefore recommend that these candidates be granted the appropriate diplomas for the curricula completed.
Upon certification by the Provost that you have completed the requirements established by the university faculty for the various degrees, and with the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the University of Wisconsin System, I am pleased to confer upon you the degree which you have earned, together with all the rights and privileges attending thereto. Congratulations. Please be seated. Will the deans now present the degree recipients?
Will the recipients of the degree of Bachelor of Science from the College of Business, Industry, Life Science, and Agriculture please stand? Mr. Chancellor, as Dean of the College of Business, Industry, Life Science, and Agriculture, and representing the college faculty, I present to you the recipients of the degree of Bachelor of Science from the College of Business, Industry, Life Science, and Agriculture. Will the recipients please come forward?
Brian L. Welty. Saul Edward Phillips. Sherry Lynn Seston. Carla Jean Cunningham. Bradley V. Adams. Jason S. Adler. Gail Lynn Alt. Jeff Scott Anderson. James Edward Andreas. Thomas L. Antoine. David Charles Augustine, Mark Louis Bardenwerper, Judith Ann Batstone, David Wayne Becker, Christy Lynn Bellman, Kathy Marie Bergstrom, Gregory Raymond Bees, Todd M. Bigger, Chad Robert Betcher, Crystal K. Boom, David Richard Brader, Jason Cyrus Brenson, Bradley John Brinkmeyer, Timothy A. Brokish, Robert Lyle Brown, James Harold Books, Brenda J. Burlage, Michael Scott Burrow, Philip James Batiste, Tracy Marie Bush, Amy M. Cayley, Connie Sue Chipman, Philip G. Christensen, Christopher M. Quilacek, Heather A. Cole, Paul David Cook, Keith Allen Cunningham, Jesse Lee Davis, Nathaniel Scott Davis, Christopher Michael Dodd, Kirk Ryan Doherty, Greg Drabeck, Kevin J. Ducat, Kristen Lynn Dutcher, Susie Jo Eidsmo, Irene May Ellis, Jennifer Ann Erickson, Angela Marie Esser, Nicholas Charles Evenchick Sr., Jeffrey John Faust, Mary Elizabeth Felder, Christine Marie Furchoff, Chad C. Ferguson, Jason Roy Franklin, Jennifer Eva Fredrickson, Stacy Lee Gallinger, Glenn John Geiser, Brian H. Groff, Jeffrey John Gross, Ronald Laverne Hampton, Kevin Michael Harden, Jennifer J. Havlick, Gregory L. Hawkinson, Michael Thomas Hare, Adam Jacob Heisner, Jennifer Rebecca Henry, Christy Ann Herbst, Michael J. Hess, Daniel Jones Hewitt. Douglas James Hyatt. Craig Dennis Hintz. Gregory Lewis Hockerman. Lori K. Hollingsworth Kaiser. Frederick William Hookham III. Karen Jean Hopman. Scott W. Iverson. Leanne Jewell. Abraham Joseph Jimalai. Anthony Gene Johnson. Jonathan H. Justman. Brent Roy Kallenbach. Jennifer Joe Kallenbach. Anthony L. Kettinger. Michael David Kexel. Courtney Jean Kirby. Susan Jennifer Kirkpatrick. Jennifer Ruth Kirschbaum. Stephen Paul Kish. Janet Lynn Cleve. Justin Alex Cluck. John Henry Kohlenberg. Andrew Thomas Conkle. Peter James Kotke. Aaron Matthew Kubichka. Curtis A. Cranbuell. Stephen James Lachey. Terrence Stephen Lafferty. Shelby L. Lang. Alan Kent Langtag. Crystal Ann Lasky. Kelly James Leahy. Talana Lynn Lockridge. Sarah Jane Lowe. Marcus Edward Ludwig. Laura Ann Martins. John J. Maruska. Michael Joseph McCauley. Matthew Scott McGuire. Christina L. McIntosh. Anthony Thomas Myers. Mark E. Montgomery. Todd M. Much. Eric Eugene Niemeyer. Kenneth Fay Nodolf. Tony Richard Nondorf. Heather Ann Norman. Christopher Joseph Oliver. Denise Lynn Osterday. Brunson Doran Parrish. Aaron Patterson. Matthew Christian Paulson. Michael John Paulus. Jason Edward Pierce. Kyle D. Pierce. Carl Robin Pippinger. Jody Marie Plemer. Karen Marie Price. Chad L. Rader. Christopher S. Rader. Angela L. Ray. Cynthia Ann Rayborn. J. G. Redfern. Brent Thomas Reike. Clay Matthew Riley. Ryan Allen Rockweiler. Stephanie M. Sabo. Dawn Renee Schaefer. Bart J. Shekel. Brian L. Scheffelbein. Monty David Schmidt. Bradley Mark Schomer. Jacob M. Shaver. Sonic Sipe. Craig Todd Slager. Tracy Lynn Steinbach. James William Stelflug. John F. Stelter. Joshua Wagoner Stewart. Matthew David Stone. D. Matthew Sumi. Todd Allen Teal. Chad J. Thielen. Jennifer Lynn Thompson. Christopher Stephen Tishuk. Brian L. Shantz. Michael Thomas Uppena. Ryan M. Van Fleet. Jason John Walder. Ryan Rodney Weigel. Richard Lee Went. Todd Patrick West. Jill Ann Wiedenfeld. Rachel Renee Wilcox. Nathan Lauren Wilhelm. Lisa Lynn Williams. Michael James Woodworth. Andrew N. Zulke.
You have been successful to achieve this degree. We welcome you as an alumni of our institution, and we wish you well. Please be seated.
Will the recipients of the degree of Bachelor of Science from the College of Engineering, Mathematics, and Science please stand? Mr. Chancellor, as Dean of the College of Engineering, Mathematics, and Science, and representing the college faculty, I present to you the recipients of the degree of Bachelor of Science from the College of Engineering, Mathematics, and Science. Will the recipients please come forward?
Paul John Hansen. Jason Christopher Weiss. Jeffrey A. Adam. Kurt A. Adler. Mark Andrew Babick. John Peter Bloomquist. Mark Jonathan Brayshaw. Michelle Lynn Brennan. Daniel Patrick Brusky. Stephen Thomas Buckner. Joseph M. Bunker. Ryan Carroll. John Robert Charay. Scott H. Chico. Clinton David Collins. Bradley John Cousin. Anthony James Davis. Christopher Allen Dooms. Chad Elliott Durant. Christopher Anthony Ellert. Chad Michael Evenson. James Robert Fager. Ryan Leo Fecht. Carl Newman Fink. John W. Finn. Matthew Preston Fisher. Shane Rodney Fisher. Andrea L. Gosh. Brad Ronald Halvensleben. Stephen Mark Hammond. Brett Edward Healy. Jeremy Dennis Heil. Jason Patrick Hines. Daniel Carroll Hill. Michael Edward Houghton. Danielle M. Izdebski. James Norman Jacobs. Todd Andrew Jaworski. Eric P. Johnson. Lonnie Eric Johnson. Chad David Julius. Jason Daniel Julius. Michael F. Jurowitz. John Michael Kupfhammer. Pete John Kemp. Amber Lee Kissler. Ty Jamin Kittleson. Andrew Mark Cluck. Michael David Knapp. Nathan Gregory Knutson. Daniel Joseph Kozakowski. Travis James Kramer. Michael Scott Kretschmer. Craig Philip Coleman. Joseph John Langberg. Thomas Patrick Laufenberg. Mark Allen Lax. David Richard Lee. Nicole N. Lisney. Kerry Patrick Marinan. Marcy Lynn McConnell. Ryan J. McGuire. Laverne Peter Meisner. Carl Andrew McElaren. Timothy Allen Mitchell. Benjamin Henry Murky. David Allen Mraz. William Matthew Mueller. John Daniel Nelson. Scott A. Nelson. Brian Richard Nemec. Paul Jude Neuser. Leanne Nielsen. Bart Philip Nice. Shay Brendan Nimmix. Scott Howard Nottestead. Jeffrey Scott Nussbaum. Eric L. Oberstar. Gregory R. Olhuse. Jeffrey James Olson. John Harv Paulson. Brian William Perkins. Kenneth John Piber. William J. Pickert. Jonathan David Pohl. Andrew M. Prince. Larry William Proust. James E. Robbie. Eric John Racine. Brian K. Rentala. John Leonard Ressler. Shannon Patrick Riley. Kelly Lynn Roach. Christian Paul Robbins. Wade James Roble. Greg A. Robers. Daniel Philip Roberts. Daniel C. Rardans. Vicky Sue Rote. Robert John Roth. Mark Edward Samborski. Joanne L. Samp. Shane S. Savin. Quinn William Shartner. Timothy James Shaner. Jeffrey Robert Shop. Kent Stephen Schulte. Russell Stephen Schultz. Rachel Ann Marie Schultz. Daniel Arthur Scott. Gary John Seidel. Daniel Jeffrey Sell. Terry John Sherman. Ponsivan Vanachith Sehevong. John Brian Sosha. Paul Joseph Sproul. Katina Joe Stanek. Walter George Thompson. Tina Jo Tregoning. William M. Vogel. Lance Howard Wagner. Troy John Weiss. William Paul Welling. Dean Allen Wheating. Thomas Wilwert. James David Winters. Wade A. Whitmus. Rick Allen Woodworth. Jeffrey Dennis Warmett. Eric Knight Wynn. Zoe Yang. Therese Helen Young. Andrea Denise Zelinka. Becky Jean Zenz. Dale Douglas Zimmerman.
I want to offer all of you my sincere congratulations and wishes for a wonderful future. You may be seated.
Will the recipients of the degree of Bachelor of Arts or Bachelor of Science from the College of Liberal Arts and Education please stand? Mr. Chancellor, as Dean of the College of Liberal Arts and Education and representing the college faculty, I present to you the recipients of the degree of Bachelor of Arts or Bachelor of Science from the College of Liberal Arts and Education. Will the recipients please come forward?
Catherine F. Beckman. Donald Frederick Anderson. Joey Lynn Anderson. Jerry Lee Apple. Kimberly K. Austin. Chad Eric Barker. Michael Dean Bartles. Margaret Mary Bauman. Michael E. Bauman. Mary Jo Benish. Cheryl M. Byer. Susan Elisa Bieneman. Kimberly Sue Bishop. Stanley Leonard Blesh, Jr. Michelle Lynn Bloom. Brent Merlin Borgwart. Michelle Andromeda Brown. Kerwin M. Bruner. Julie K. Bassan. Christine Louise Kavanaugh. Jacqueline Renee Clary. Wendy Ann Collins. Tammy Denise Corley. Natasha L. Cornelius. Tracy L. Hoyer. Amy Lynn Cross. Jennifer Lynn Cullen. Jason Paul Chiash. Tammy Lynn Dahl. Marcia J. Davenport. Michelle Lynn DeVoe. Troy Jason DeVries. Julia Ann Dewar. Kevin Michael Diamond. Kevin J. Eisenschink. Hey! Scott A. Farmer. Mitchell Lee Farah. Dan M. Feldkamp. Roger L. Finch. Solvig N. Fredrickson. Christopher Nelson Genchef. Holly Joette Glynn. Carrie Ann Goodrich. Michelle Stephanie Rotkin. Amanda Betsy Hall. Cynthia D. Hartley Style. Andrea Dawn Hartzheim. Michelle Marie Heckel. Julie Ann Hare. Aaron John Herbner. Mary Catherine Hermson. Deborah Lynn Hilgers. Craig V. Holler. Tara Jo Holloway. Melissa Marie Hotman. Chad William Hugard. Kent R. Hubricks. Christy Sue Yeager. Holly Deanne Jensen. David Aaron Jensen. Welcome Faye Carr. Becky Jo Meyer. Heather Erin Kale. Kim Marie Kemp. Karen Maria Kisak. Billy Joe Clement. Amy Sue Kurtz. Carla Elizabeth Gerzidlo. Casey Kenneth Labar. Lisa Lee Laneberger. Douglas Todd Landerman. Rebecca Lynn Larmer. Scott Donald Laufenberg. Brian David Leitzinger. Christopher James Leonhardt. Brenda K. Magnuson. Jennifer Aileen Mahoney. Lori Elizabeth Marsh. Joey J. Matsky. Melissa Ann McCooey. Christopher Bennett McNeil. Sue E. Meisel. Tammy Lynn Messner. Alicia Ann Miyagawa. Jamie D. Mosley. Brian Michael Mundy. Lisa Marie Nagy. Brent Daniel Narges. Kimberly Ann Neubauer. Kevin Christopher Nodolf. Jeffrey Scott Norman. Jeffrey Paul Novinska. Thomas Jeffrey Neisted. Tiffany T. Olson. Kay Lynn Opold. Allison Eleanor Osting. Shwasti M. Paulskill. Jennifer Rachel Perkins. Blake Arthur Poise. Nicole Marie Perner. Jennifer Ann Petrakowski. Paula Jane Platt. Nicole M. Pothauer. Wendy Lee Pothauer. Kristen L. Rasmussen. Chad J. Rutiki. Jean Marie Plemer. Kathleen Pearl Rotundi. Heather Lee Reese. Lynn French Redfern. Melissa Christine Richards. Brenda K. Rindy. Robert T. Roberts. Jane Ann Raleigh. Lanny L. Rogers. Michelle Marie Ronyak. Bill Rose III. Sherry Teresa Rundy. Sarah Beth Shaw. Kurt A. Schwan. Michelle Mary Slatter. Christine Catherine Sorgi. Arlen D. Springer. Kevin M. Stallsberg. Corina Marie Stingley. Wayne Edward Stolenwork. Mary Catherine Summers. Eric John Theory. Wendy K. Teet. Mark Thomas Watt. Gail Lynn Weedig. Eric J. Weigel. William Bernard Wolf. Jody Lynn Wolf. Jennifer A. Gassner.
Let me add my congratulations to all of you on this important achievement. And please be seated.
Will the recipients for the master's degree please stand? Mr. Chancellor, as Dean of the School of Graduate Studies and representing the graduate faculty, I present to you the recipients of the degrees of Master of Science and Master of Science in Education from the School of Graduate Studies. Will the recipients please come forward?
Troy Marlin Alfson. Jan R. Allen. Lori A. Barenbrook. David A. Bassan. Maria A. Blinton. Ellen Elizabeth Bresky. Dawn Marie Collins. Brian Gordon Faust. Victoria S. Feldman. Joan M. Fisher. Christine Ann Fowler. Amber Lee Fox. Meredith Joanne Gillis. Michael John Girdwain. Kathleen L. Goranson. Kim Ha. Patrick Tang Her. Tisha Hoffman. Anne Marie Kieslick. Jill Marie Martin. Kimberly Jean Martin. Could you say Scott Anthony Maynard. Deborah A. Mindam. Melinda Murray. Barbara Lee Nelson. Mary Beth Olson. Robert J. Parrish. Stacy Erlene Paulson. Victoria Lynn Pete Oles. Ronnie Sue Roth. Denise Schneider. Julia Barnard Simonson. Kari L. Werline.
Congratulations. Please be seated.
This ceremony would not have been possible without the time and effort so generously given by a number of groups and individuals. Commencement committee members are listed in your program. Richard Wadowitz, a distinguished member of our faculty, served as commencement marshal. The names of the graduates were read by Edward Dedeen, University Registrar. The university's student ambassador distributed programs and organized seating for audience members. Lead singer Jennifer Healy, conductor Daniel Fairchild, and the Wind Ensemble deserve our appreciation for the music accompanying today's ceremony. Will the committee members, Mr. Deneen, Professor Wadowitz, Fairchild, Mrs. Healy, and members of the Wind Ensemble, please stand and be recognized. As we say farewell to our graduates, I would like to give them the opportunity to recognize those who have guided them through their university life with gentle prodding and friendly assistance. Faculty are the heart and soul of the Academy. It is the faculty who challenge and mentor and bring life to the learning process. Will the faculty please stand and be recognized by the graduates. We especially recognize the dedicated service of colleagues who plan to retire from their positions this year. Will each of you who is present please rise and remain standing until everyone's name is read. Please reserve your applause until everyone is introduced. Walter Maluski, Mechanical Engineering. Jerome Daniels, Carmen Library. Frank Eshelman, Mechanical Engineering. Robert Hansen, Chemistry. Joyce Irish, Associate Registrar. Al Jared, Associate Vice Chancellor and Dean of the Graduate School. Kenneth Camps, School of Education. Peter Kang, Social Sciences. George Mahoney, English. Ged Mercedes, Foreign Language. Stanley Moore, Philosophy. Gary Peterson, Campus Police. Richard Strunk, Mechanical Engineering. Richard Wadowitz, Physical Education. Betty Ruck, Chemistry. Our thanks and admiration to all of you. There are yet others who have provided not only encouragement, moral support, and financial assistance, but care and love as well. Will the parents, grandparents, husbands or wives, children and grandchildren of the graduates please stand and be recognized? Please turn to the last page of your commencement program. Will you please stand and join Jennifer Healy in singing our alma mater? Please be seated. Not for long. The commencement ceremony has been videotaped and will be televised once tonight beginning at 7 p.m. on campus cable television. Please remain seated until the graduates have left the stadium. They will greet their parents, relatives, and friends in the area behind the stadium.